Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wanderers Who Love AmaWaterways. I'm Steve Stapleton with Stapleton Direct Travel, and here we talk about everything AmaWaterways. AmaWaterways has been in business for 25 years, and they are luxury river cruise specialists in the countries of Europe, the Far East, which includes Cambodia, Vietnam, Colombia, Africa, and Egypt. And I always seem to think of Portugal as separate, but it's actually part of Europe. So that's included as well. But they are the luxury river cruise specialists. That means they design packages that really cater to your needs and really single you out as a special guest. So they invite you to go along on their journeys and experience life-changing cruises that you could talk about with your grandkids, your co-workers, your families for years to come, for decades to come. You're going to create experiences if you choose to sail with them that you will remember for a long time. My wife and I had the pleasure of doing Paris to Normandy round trip with Alma last year. 7 day journey that starts in Paris, ends in Normandy, on the beaches of Normandy, Le Havre, and some of the other towns in that area. Unbelievable experience. Paris, first time in France. Uh, if you've never been to Europe, uh, not that that was my first time, but I would invite you to go and take advantage of these things just to experience the Alma Waterways difference. There are so many different things that they do that are like a step above your average travel company. The food categories, the service that the cruise managers provide, not having to know the language or where to go and what's safe and what's not safe to do in the countries that you visit, the outstanding locations, the fact that you pull up and when you dock, you're right next to whatever the attraction is for that city. You don't have far to go. It's within walking distance or within a short bus ride. The fact that they provide those bus rides, all your transfers, all your excursions, all your activities, everything's included. There's no specialty dining packages that you have to worry about. All your food's included. There's cocktail hours once a day where your beer and wine is included and your cocktails are included. Basically, anything that you want, they can design it for you. And the cruise managers are a key part of that. So, hey, tonight I want you guys to sit back. I'm going to step you through the screens on the website just to show you the promotions that they have available that you can take advantage of at Staple and Direct Travel. We feel it is our personal responsibility to make sure you benefit from all those discounts, all those promotions that they have running. So, and for those of you who had a Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day to you. It was this past Sunday. I invite you to sit back, grab your favorite beverage, and tune in to what I have in store. I think you'll like what you see when you find out all that AmaWaterways has to offer. So, guys, let's check it out. Let's show you how you can save on your next AmaWaterways cruise. The first thing I want to talk about is the complimentary land package. You can receive land package when you reserve select departures throughout Europe and Colombia. You can pair your with the limited time $599 Air Plus offering round trip economy airfare for select Europe departures. Better than this would be the free round trip uh, options that they have for if you're going to Egypt. But as far as your Europe sailings, you can get a 2 to 4 day package added to your sailing, and you will have your breakfast included, your hotel be included, your transportation to and from the ship will be included, your activities, and your cruise manager would accompany you through your journey during your extended complimentary land package. So up to 950 eligible departures are eligible for this. And this goes from June 30th. You can get a pre or post cruise land package when you reserve a select 26 or 27 departures through Europe and Colombia. You enjoy up to 4 extra nights in iconic destinations such as Lake Como, Prague, or Budapest, complete with guided tours, transfers, and luxury hotel accommodations, like I said before, and your breakfast, of course. And for a limited time, as I said, $599 Air Plus gets you round trip airfare per person, available on eligible complimentary land package departures. You can add this to your trip. So as you can see some photos here of Lake Como, Paris. You have different options of cities where you can do your extensions. Let's make this a little bit smaller so we can kind of navigate a little bit easier. I'll try to scroll through this so you can see some of the photos. Lucerne and Zurich is another option. Prague, as I mentioned, and it circles back to Lake Como. So as you go through and you browse the screens at my co-branded website, you will see the different sailings. Like for instance, here you see here these are in purple. It says complimentary land package, best of Holland and Belgium, taste of Bordeaux, melodies of the Danube. Also has the free or fly for free plus savings. Complimentary land package of melodies of the Danube. As you can see where it shows you in purple, it tells you the added benefits that you will get. So if you were scrolling this page and you just clicked on Fly for Pre Plus Savings, I make sure that you get all of the promotions that you're entitled to. If you see all this fine print, it's my job to read that fine print and make sure, like it says, how do I book the limited time 599 plus offer? I would do that for you, set that up. You wouldn't have to answer that question. Ask you, these are frequently asked questions of what's included in the land package. Can it be added before or after the cruise? Usually it's within uh, 72 hours. You have to do that. Uh, can you combine land package with Air Plus? Certain sailings you can, and you can, you get your questions answered. If you just click, it'll just tell you. You can combine this offer with the Air Plus fixed air rates at $5.99. That was the price before they dropped it on April 1st for even greater convenience and savings. Can it be added after your cruise? You can combine it 4 nights. So, guys, let's talk about the magic of Colombia. Right now, for a limited time until June 30th, you can receive complimentary round trip airfare across all U.S. cities when you reserve an eligible 2026 departure along Colombia's Magdalena River. There are 2 ships that are operating there, the Ama Magdalena, which is the name of the river, and the Ama Melodia, which is a brand new ship that was recently christened. As you can see here, there's a couple of the wonders of Colombia and the magic of Colombia are the 2 itineraries that they have, and you can choose either one of these. And as you can see, uh, they both have complimentary land packages attached to them for up to 4 nights in Colombia that are once again free for your breakfast, your hotel, your transportation, your itinerary excursions, and your cruise manager. And if you go down here, you can look at the eligible gateways. It'll tell you where in the United States you can fly from to Colombia for free, again, until June 30th. That is a big savings for you guys. So if you want to get started with that, hey, give me a shout. Let's reach out. Let's talk about it. Okay. Uh, Triple savings is another offer we can discuss. And give that a moment to load here. Triple savings will save you up to $2,000 per stateroom on select 26 departures. Plus, you can be treated to an enhanced onboard experience with a complimentary stateroom upgrade of $100 onboard credit per stateroom. And this is good until June 30th, 2026. Most of these have the same expiration date. You can combine this with AirPlus fixed rates starting at, it says $9.99, but trust me, that is $5.99 for round trip economy airfare to Europe from most U.S. gateways. And you can see some of the sailings that are offered. Best of Holland and Belgium, 7 nights. Taste of Bordeaux in France, Melodies of the Danube River, Gems of Southeast Europe, Enchanting Rhine, Magic of Colombia. They have over 900 sailings. So it's impossible to go through all of them in one sequence or one session. So I usually just hit on them and talk about them briefly, give you references to what they are. One of the other things that you can experience as a promotion is the Solo Traveler Special. And there's 3 ways that you can save as a solo traveler. Right here, you see the 10% single supplement for a limited time. You can reserve select Europe, Colombia, and Asia experiences offering a friendly introduction that helps you feel comfortable and confident from the very start. With a 10% single supplement, which means 90% of the supplement cost is taken off. You would normally have to pay for that second guest, or 90% of it is eliminated with that. The second way you can save is your base category savings of 25%, and that is across the board for category E and D in Europe and category C on the Mekong. And this is for entry level stateroom categories. And that is for all sailings. And then you also have some staterooms on certain ships that are specifically built for single travelers. Those ships are the Amacello, Amadante, Amadoce, and Lira. They feature a few single occupancy staterooms with the French balconies at 140 square feet. You just pay the standard cruise fare with no extra fees. So a few ways that you can save. Again, some of the sailings that are included are shown below here. This website is one that you can browse at your own leisure. It is found at AmaWaterways.com/agent/Stapleton Direct Travel. I think we've already talked about the save with Air Plus. Go back in here and see if they updated from the $999 price to the $599, which was April 1st. So it does say $599 with select dates or offers, including eligible company land package departures. You got $599, and it's available up until June 30th of 2026. Reach out to me. We'll get you going. They arrange your airfare, your seating, your airline, your schedules. So that's kind of what you accept when you allow AmaWaterways to do it for you. Uh, you don't have to do it yourself, but you're saving quite a bit of money by doing so. Okay. Make sure we get all the offers. We'll definitely talk about the military offers. Oh, there are Save with Air Plus. We'll go to military savings next. Talk about those. Let those load up. So they proudly salute the members of the military with special savings. Active, retired, and veteran service members can save $250 per person on any AmaWaterways river cruise, except for Africa wildlife and safari cruises. Or you can enjoy a 2-for-1 cruise for certain sailings where you only pay for one person, but two people get to enjoy the experience. And I make sure you take advantage of that. And these are some of the sailings down below that are qualifying for your military savings. And in some cases, they can be combined with other promotions. It's combinable with other promotions and discounts available at the time of booking. The 2-for-1 cruise saving is not combinable, which is pretty obvious. Just answering the questions that you have down here at the bottom. If you click on these different links, you see the answers to the questions like who is eligible to all active and retired members of the military, as well as veterans with a valid military ID or discharge certificate. It applies to new flexible independent travel bookings and group reservations only. So it has to be a new booking. As far as restrictions, they're only limited to availability, capacity controlled, and subject to change or termination without notice. Savings apply to cruise-only fares and exclude port charges, optional land programs, airfare, and gratuities. If you're traveling solo, you get a 10% single supplement instead of the 2-for-1 cruise savings when booking military savings. And I make sure that those promo codes are attached to your booking. And we're going to go back and we're going to look at the next savings category, which I'm believing we're almost done with all the categories. Well, except for the groups, for the most part. I think what we're going to be talking about next is the loyalty benefits. Actually, Egypt free air, I touched on it. We'll go into a little detail on that. And then the 2-for-1 land in Asia. The Egypt free airfare, similar to the Colombia free airfare uh, setup. It's a limited time offer. It's complimentary round trip economy airfare from most U.S. gateways on certain dates in 2026 and 27 for the Secrets of Egypt, and the Nile departures. Or you can choose a premium class for $19.99 or business class for $2,999. If you don't want to take advantage of either one of those, you can take a $2,000 cruise savings offer per stateroom instead of this complimentary round trip airfare, particularly with Egypt. Because they added the new Grand Egyptian Museum to the 11-night itinerary, it's never been a better time for an Egyptian journey. As you can see here, the wonderful photos, the eligible savings. If you click on that 2027, it tells you which ones are eligible, most likely because 2026 is probably sold out. I mean, many of these sell out quickly because, again, the ships are not very large. So we'll take a look at the Secrets of Egypt and the Nile itinerary just briefly to give you an idea of what that looks like. We'll go day by day real quick here. There's a Dubai extension option if you're interested in doing that. Uh, Depending on which date you select, the itinerary is somewhat different. So we'll do the first one out of simplicity. There's one that's showing actually book into these May 26 ones. Uh, it jumped away from me. Hold on, let me get back to it. Let's look at the May 25th round trip Cairo on the Amalilia. As you can see, they have 4 decks on the ship. And by deck, you have different staterooms, the suites. Lotus Decks has your category CB, and Acacia has your category E. And click on itinerary over here. Day 1, you're in Cairo. Day 2, your treasures of the pharaohs. Day 3, ancient echoes at Memphis and Saqqara. Day 4, your sacred Cairo to timeless Luxor. You fly to Luxor. Then you see the valleys of the kings and queens. Day 6, the Falcon God's Sanctuary. Day 7, morning leisure, afternoon sails. Day 8, sacred waters and Nubian spirits. Day 9, the grandeur of Karnak and Luxor. Day 10, the temples of the goddess Hathor. Day 11, royal palaces and the timeless Cairo. And day 12, you leave Cairo for home. So this starts in Cairo and ends in Cairo, round trip. If we were to click through this map, it would show you the different, it would correspond on the left. As you see it lighting up, it would tell you what you experience in each place, like the Nubian village, for instance. You click that, devoted to Isis and surrounded by shimmering waters. Before journeying to a colorful Nubian village alive with music and warmth, later explore the dual temple of Kamambo, uniquely dedicated to both falcon and crocodile gods, before celebrating the evening in traditional Galabaya attire. So you visit the Philae Temple first. So that's how that works. So that gives you an overview of the Egypt and Nile, one of their itineraries. There are group savings that you can take advantage of. Groups are only 5 or more staterooms. So if you have 10 folks that are interested, or it's easy to get it set up. Okay. Okay, group offers. 2 double group savings. Guests booked into a newly contracted group receive twice the enhanced group savings on eligible departures, up to $1,000 per stateroom. And these are limited times, as you can see at the top. Limited time offer. 450 plus sailings are available in Europe, Colombia, the Mekong, and Egypt. And this is for eligible 2027 departures. You're going to get more group savings, prepaid gratuities, and elevated amenity options. You're going to get prepaid gratuities, which means you don't have to worry about paying for your tips. That's for your onboard crew, your cruise manager, and your local guides and drivers. Everything's covered, which you don't get that if you're not part of a group. You have to pay some of that, or most of it. Double amenity points. You'll earn 2 amenity points for reservations on a 7-night cruise, up from one, giving you more flexibility to tailor add value. So we can do things like special parties and different events that you could add to your cruise that you can use for it with. It can be combined with select retail offers, including the complimentary land package or the cruise fare savings of up to $2,500 per stateroom. So, in addition to that $1,000 that I talked about on the double group savings, you can get up to another $2,500 off your sailing. If you want to get a group set up, the policy is only down here at the bottom, 5 to a maximum of 20 staterooms, 4 staterooms for Africa and Egypt. So you need less because they're smaller ships. The group deposits are fully refundable, but cancellation terms do apply. Okay, so if you'd like to get started with the group, you can reach out to me to do that. So, guys, that's an overview of your promotions for AmaWaterways, and as usual, I run my contact video at the end, so you know how to contact me. The best way to reach me is call me. Call me at 330-328-3205. And for some reason, my camera is missing. Come on back. Trying to get me back here on screen. Well, it's not cooperating the way I want it to. You see me, but you're not seeing me as large and in charge as I would like to. I don't know. It's trying to still share. So we'll remove that and maybe it'll cooperate. Okay, we're having some issues. We want to maximize this window. Okay, there we go. There we go. So 330-328-3205 is my contact information. My email address is Steven7867@ameritech.net. How do you spell that? STEVEN 7867@AMERITECH.net. Again, that's going to be in a contact card that's going to run in a few seconds here. And my website address as well, AmaWaterways.com/agent/staple and direct travel. There you can see everything I've talked about or anything I didn't talk about. And you can also contact me or start a booking process through there. So thanks for coming tonight, guys. I appreciate you being here. You guys go out, have a great week, and we will see you this time next week.